This video is brought to you by SoccerPro.com. Be sure to visit SoccerPro.com for all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices with no membership fees. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for $10 off a $75 purchase, plus free shipping within the US. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you an unboxing video of the Nike CTR360 Maestri 3, which is a brand new release from Nike and the brand new version of the Maestri. You can see the bag that it comes in. This is the yellow colorway, so you get the yellow string bag with the CTR360 logo and of course the Nike swoosh. Typical string bag you get with all of the top-end Nike shoes. But the brand new CTR360 is really a drastic change from the previous two models. If you look at the first Maestri and the second Maestri, basically the only difference between the first and the second was some minor tweaks. Just kind of some minor improvements over the first version. But this is the first time they've really changed the shoe altogether. I actually had the opportunity to go up to Beaverton, Oregon to the unveil of this shoe at Nike headquarters. And it was a really great experience. And I had a chance to test these out, and so expect to see some footage of that. It was a really cool experience. I really appreciate Nike for allowing me to come up there and kind of experience that and be one of the first to test out the brand new shoe. And really is great. But I have a brand new pair here in firm ground. And what I can tell you is that it's completely reworked. The Kangalite upper is completely different than what we've seen in the past. It's significantly softer than previous models. Really nice out of the box and much closer to actual kangaroo leather than the last CTR 360s would have been. And the whole concept between this particular version is that they made a shoe that fits a little bit tighter, a little bit more closer to the foot, and the upper is a little bit thinner. There's no longer any use of memory foam in the shoe. You can see that you don't have the pods on the outside anymore. It still keeps that same similar shape, which everybody likes. You got that off-centered lacing almost into the instep rather than the outside or the central lacing system. So you have that still, and it really has that same shape to it, that really great fit that everyone likes. But the upper is a lot softer. It does have a little bit of stretch to it, I found, from wearing it. I did get to wear this shoe for about 2.5 to 3 hours, and I had really no issues out of the box. I can tell you that the sizing is pretty well the same as well. So if you were wearing the previous version of the CTR, you're still good with that. They seem to fit ever so slightly smaller than the other models from Nike. So where I would normally wear a 9, a 9.5 would probably suit you a little bit better. So going up a half a size is not going to be an issue if you are looking for that. You can also see you have this dimpling going on here, which is part of the whole all conditions control kind of coating on the shoe. And the concept here is to provide a coating on the shoe that's going to allow for the same amount of grip in dry conditions as well as wet conditions. And we actually got an opportunity to test this again at the facility, playing in wet shoes as well as dry shoes. And I can tell you that it works relatively well. It's definitely not identical, and it's kind of an impossible technology to make it identical in terms of feel between dry and wet weather. But I can tell you that it definitely does help a little bit in the wet. But it also kind of renders somewhat of a unique feel when you are in dry conditions. When I first started touching the ball around with this particular shoe, it was surprising to me at how much extra grip on the shoe that I wasn't expecting. There's no rubber elements at the front of the shoe, but against the ball it almost has this grittiness, almost sandpaper-like feel, which I really had some issues with the first couple minutes until I got used to it. But keep in mind that the touch on this is going to be completely different than past CTRs. Don't worry about having minus the memory foam in the upper. The upper has a really nice kind of cushion to it. More of, again, like I said, closer to a natural leather, where I found that the previous versions of the Kangalite seem to be a little bit thinner, not as padded. This one has a little bit of nice cushion to it, while still maintaining that thin feel, which is really nice, really unique. There's really no synthetic like it on the market. You also have a full suede heel liner, which is really nice. And then of course the whole reworked pass pad. Before the pass pad was a small triangle, kind of out of the way almost, but this is really big, really noticeable, especially on the ball. You have these little grooves in it, which makes it really abrasive rubber, and you have these little extra dimples in here. And again, the idea here was to make kind of a flat surface for the ball rather than just a small element. So you can see that there's kind of a place for the ball, where this being the middle part, the most recessed pieces of rubber, and then it gets more aggressive towards the outside to kind of keep the ball centered in this area. And it's very noticeable. It's going to provide plenty of grip. It's not going to make you pass the ball better, but again, it's that feel that you're looking for. You can notice that you have the same off-center lacing system as well. And then the sole plate and stud pattern is completely reworked.
You have this brand new plastic from Nike, which is a little bit stiffer, a little bit more responsive, and it's also a lot thinner, so you're a little bit closer to the ground than you would normally be, without sacrificing that kind of durability and without having the stud pressure issues. The sole plate is plenty stiff, as you guys can see. Really nice sole plate. The plastic seems really good quality, and it's not kind of flimsy feeling like maybe past sole plates may have been, especially after wearing them for a month or two. But the sole plate is completely reworked. They've gotten rid of that kind of multi-directional circular pattern in the middle here, which made this shoe very difficult to wear on turf, almost dangerous to wear on turf. And they've gone with this completely unique off-the-wall stud pattern. But if you actually look at it, it makes a lot of sense. You're going to notice that the outside studs here are just pretty much your standard bladed studs. They're all very small, so they're going to dig in relatively well, but they're also going to release really quickly as well. So like I said, all the studs on the outside are pretty much just your standard blades, where all of the studs on the inside have a rounded edge to them. And the reason being for that is when you actually dig into the ground when you're pushing off, because if you think about when you push off to sprint, you're always pushing off from the inside. So you're going to dig in, but then the curved stud, like a conical styled stud, is going to release a little bit quicker. So the idea is that you're going to have that grip from a bladed stud with the quick release of a conical stud, that kind of mobility that you get. You guys have probably heard me talk about this if you're a subscriber and you've been kind of watched a few of my videos. Then of course you have the two bladed studs in the middle. Overall, it's a really good stud pattern. I have had the chance to use it, and again, the shoe itself I'm really impressed with. It's completely different than the past CTRs. I'm not going to say it's an improvement, and I'm not going to say it's completely better, but it's different, and I think it's something that a lot of people like, especially if you have worn the past CTRs. This is one to try, and there's really nothing like it on the market as far as what I can tell, just from wearing it a little bit. Expect to see the full written review go up in a couple of weeks or so, guys. I know a lot of you guys are going to be anticipating this one to go up sooner rather than later, so I'll get it up in about a week or two. Just give me some time to wear it around a little bit more, and I'll get that full written review up for you guys. In the meantime, if you do want to check out the high quality pictures of this shoe, there will be a link in the description to soccerreviewsforyou.com. Right on the review page, again, you'll find the high quality pictures as well as buy it now links with the best prices online, also including exclusive coupon codes for SR4U fans. So go ahead and use those coupon codes, get yourself a deal on these brand new releases. Again, it's something that I can recommend right out of the gate. I'm not worried about it. A lot of you guys are probably excited to see this, or were waiting for me to say something about this shoe. Go for it. I can tell you right away it's going to be a great shoe. And again, all of those links and stuff will be in the description. Full review will be up in about 2 weeks, guys. Go ahead and check out the Facebook page if you haven't done so already. We're running giveaways and all kinds of stuff on there, so go ahead and check that out if you are interested in all of that information. Any new stuff that's going to go up on the website or on YouTube, all gets posted on Facebook before it actually goes up. So if you want to see what's coming before it actually happens, Facebook's the place where that happens. So go ahead and click that link in the description. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.